We're right here, standing by, Darwin. Greetings, friends, greetings, and greetings to you, Rosemary.
And greetings to you, Bing.
Well, Rosemary, who's going to begin this delightful chore today, huh?
Why don't you sing us a song, Bing?
You think I should?
Well, you're practically elected by popular acclaim.
When was the count?
Well, it happens to be me, is what it is.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Miss Acclaim. I shall do my very best for you. In a little Spanish town, 'twas on a night like this. Stars were peekabooing down, 'twas on a night like this. I whispered, be true to me. And she sighed, see. Many skies have turned to gray because we're far apart. Many moons have passed away and still she's in my heart. We made a promise and we sealed it with a kiss. In a little Spanish town, 'twas on a night like this. Skies have turned to gray because we're far apart. Many moons have passed away and still she's in my heart. We made a promise and we sealed it with a kiss. In a little Spanish town, 'twas on a night like this.
What's your tune, Rosemary?
I'd like to sing Love and Learn, a rather melancholy melody.
Ah, yes, Love and Learn is sad, but beautiful.
I plan to sing it with Buddy Cole and his tearjerkers.
Naturally. Well, let's have the song, Rosemary. I've got my hanky all out, ready to enjoy it.
Cry if you like, Ken, but please don't sniffle.
I'll try to hold back.
To love and learn, I was a fool to fall. It is better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. Another broken heart, that's how the story goes. If I had to do it over, I'd do it gladly, I suppose. Somehow I can't forget the memory of your kiss. I always will regret it had to end like this. And only time will tell the tender story of a broken heart that had to love and learn to find another heart to love. Somehow I can't forget the memory of your kiss. I always will regret it had to end like this. and only time will tell the tender story of a broken heart that had to love and learn to find another heart to love, to find another heart to love.
At this point, seems like a good time to mention some fiscal matters concerning the tiny state of Andorra that's in the Pyrenees Mountains.
Oh, yes, Andorra. It borders on France and Spain.
That's true. It occupies an area of 180 square miles, and it has a population of about 6,000 people.
And the principal industry is smuggling, isn't it?
Yeah, there's still quite a bit of smuggling going on there, I guess, up in the high mountain passes. They still indulge in ignoring the border patrols. Move a little contraband back and forth. That's what they say anyway, but that's not why I want to mention Andorra today.
Why, what else is happening around Andorra?
Well, you know, with the entire world in an armament race, every country, big and little, boosting the budget, you know what Andorra's done? They've gone out and they've struck out and cut its budget.
How can they fight the smugglers without plenty of guns and bullets?
Who says they're going to fight the smugglers?
Don't bite the hand that brings you duty-free merchandise.
Yeah, they cut the budget in Andorra. The official outlay for armament this year will be just $5.
The entire budget is $5?
That's right, $5. What's wrong with that?
Well, it just seems so small.
There you are. A low budget seems ridiculous to an American, you
A
see.
low budget seems impossible.
It is.
Well, dear little Andorra proves a low budget is possible. And I'll bet anyone $10 to a nickel that Andorra doesn't get invaded this year either.
Of course, Bing, you must admit it's strategically located, rather inaccessible, high up in the mountains, very high in the mountains.
And low in the budget, $5. It's wonderful.
That calls for a song.
I've got $5. I'm a sentimental sap, that's all. What's the use of trying not to fall? I have no will, you made your kill, 'cause you took advantage of me. I'm just like an apple on a bough, and you're gonna shake me down somehow. So what's the use? You done cooked my goose, 'cause you took advantage of me. I'm so hot and bothered that I don't know my elbow from my ear. I suffer something awful each time you go, but I'm much worse when you're near. Here am I with all my bridges burned, just a babe in arms where you're concerned. So lock the doors and call me yours, 'cause you took advantage of me. So hot and bothered that I don't know my elbow from my ear. I suffer something awful each time you go, much worse when you're near. Here am I with all my bridges burned, just a babe in arms where you're concerned. So lock the doors, call me yours, 'cause you took advantage of me. Oh yes, you took advantage of me. Well, now, to get back to Andorra, I think I might also point out that last year the official budget was $6.
Oh, the people kicked, huh?
I don't know about
Yeah.
that. Anyway, it's been cut to $5, and it just goes to show you that there's progress budget-wise somewhere in this great wide world.
They figured that the $6 budget was extravagant, I guess, but
Sure.
the question is, how much armament can you buy for $5?
Well, they can buy all they need, which is a box or so of blank cartridges. Blanks for a few ceremonial occasions that show up.
Oh, they don't use real bullets.
Not on the smugglers either.
Especially not on the smugglers.
No live ammunition. Any more than they do in a Hollywood Western and a Hollywood war picture. They use blanks, and they only use $5 worth of them a year.
Well, it's something to think about.
Something to shoot at, too.
With blank ammunition, of course.
Yes, that $5 budget. That's something to shoot at. Every country in the world could shoot at it. Of course, they'd all miss it by a few million miles.
And dollars.
Say, we got a music budget here. Why don't we jolt that a bit and come up with a song for the folks?
Well, I think we have an appropriation to cover a few little ditties.
You make me feel so young. You make me feel so spring is sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual. The moment that you speak, I wanna go play hide and seek. I wanna go and bounce the moon, just like a toy balloon. You and I are just like a couple of tots running across a meadow, picking up lots of forget-me-nots. You make me feel so young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung, bells to be rung, and a wonderful fling to be flung. And even when I'm old and gray, I'm gonna feel the way I do today, 'cause you make me feel so young. You make me feel so young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung, bells to be rung, and a wonderful fling to be flung. And even when I'm old and gray, I'm gonna feel the way I do today, 'cause you make me feel so young.
Mr. Buddy Cole commands our attention now. What's the word, Buddy?
Well, Rosie, I thought we'd do one of the songs from our Sleepy Time Gal album. Lover Come Back to Me, to be exact.
That features you on the piano, doesn't it?
On it, under it, and all over it.
I see. Some monkey shines, huh?
Crazy.
now Cole Porter, Melody, True Love. Rosie, I suppose you remember, I hope you do anyhow, that I sang this song with Miss Grace Kelly of Philadelphia in the motion picture High Society.
Yes, I recall it.
You recall the words and the music?
Yes, I do.
Well, then you move right in here, Princess Rose.
Ah.
Suntanned, wind-blown, honeymooners at last alone.
Feeling far above par.
Oh, how lucky we are. While I give to you and you give to me. True love, true love.
So on and on it will always be.
True love, true love. For you and I have a guardian angel on high with nothing to do
But to give to you and to give to me
love forever true. For you and I have a guardian angel on high with nothing to do but to give to you and to give to me love forever true, love forever true.
And thus today's session endeth, folks. It turned out to be more or less of a salute to the tiny little state of Andorra, didn't it?
Just one more thing, Bing, that troubles me. With just a $5 budget, they can't have much of a space program, can they?
No. No space program at all, Ken.
What about a moonshot?
They don't like the moon. Bad for smuggling, you see. Boys prefer dark nights up there.
Hope you listen again, friends.
From the latest dance craze at diplomatic social functions to the scheduling of a busy congressman's daily appointments, Nancy Henchman Dickerson examines life in the nation's capital and reports her findings with a woman's keen ear for the unique, the unusual, the human side of a news story. Nancy Henchman Dickerson is heard weekdays on the CBS Radio Network's Dimension feature, One Woman's Washington.